On New Year's Eve morning, Becca and her boyfriend Tim had a huge argument. Tim saw some text message on Becca's phone and was convinced she was cheating on him. After throwing a fit, he left home. Later that day, he started to feel guilty about how he had treated Becca. So, he showed up to their house unannounced. When Becca opened the door, she didn't look too happy to see her boyfriend. Tim accused her of having her lover over at their place, but she was extremely offended by his suggestion. Take a look at the image and tell us your take on this. Was Becca lying after all? Yes, she was. If you have really sharp eyes, you probably saw that Becca's lover was hidden right there next to the fireplace. He hid behind the logs, but you can still see a little bit of his feet coming out. There have been a series of disappearances in the town of Auberville. Last week, a girl disappeared on the walk home from school and reappeared 2 days later, acting really weird. The police investigated what happened to her, and they concluded that she had been abducted. Take a look at this image. Use your sharp logic to figure out why the police think she was abducted. Well, the girl is eating lunch with the rest of her friends, but while they're eating normal human food like chicken and bananas, she's eating space food. The same food that NASA astronauts eat on their missions. That's probably why they think she was abducted. It was a beautiful sunny day. So Rachel and Bobby decided to go swimming in one of Australia's most dangerous beaches. In a few minutes, the lifeguard heard some screams and went rushing into the water. One of the girls was in danger. Can you figure out which one of them was needing help just by looking at the image? Let's see. Bobby, on the left, looks like she's drowning, but she's actually a surfer and her surfboard is just a few inches away. She's safe. Now, even though Rachel is close to the shore, it seems like she's having trouble swimming all the way back. It looks like the strong currents are pulling her back into the sea. She's the one in trouble. Maria is getting married next month and she's preparing the seating chart for her wedding. Some people confirmed their attendance last minute, and now she's scratching her head on how to sit them to watch the ceremony. Johnny and Harry are twins and they can't stand each other. Rory and Emily are also twins that don't get along well. Barb is best friends with the guys, so she asks to sit next to one of them. What should the sitting order be so that no fights break out? Rory should sit first, then Johnny and Barb. After them, Harry can sit down, followed by Emily. This way, peace prevails. Lily was perusing through her father's old photo albums for a school project. She found a picture of her father and his best friends at a party back in the 1970s. Her dad looked cool, but there was something weird about one of his friends. Can you take a look and see which of her friends is from the future? It's the guy on the left. Take a look at his jeans pocket. He has a smartphone peeking out, but there were no smartphones back then, were there? He's definitely a time traveler. Carrie is a freshman at an important university. On her first day, she was welcomed by 2 sophomore girls who volunteered to show her around. It seemed like they were getting along well, until Carrie got pranked by one of the girls. She went to take a shower and red liquid came raining down on her. Have a look at the 2 sophomore girls. With detective eyes, try to guess which one pranked Carrie. The blonde girl looks pretty innocent. But hey, if you look closely at the purple-haired girl, she's got red paint all over her hands. She's definitely the one who did it. Kim, June, and Kate have been best friends since they were little. They're about to turn 30, and they decided to travel so that they could spend some quality time together. When they arrived at a cafe in New York, the waiter asked June what were the names of her 3 kids. But hey, she never said anything about having kids. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out how the waiter guessed she was a mother of 3? Out of the 3 friends, June is the only one wearing a necklace that has 3 initials on it. Plus, her screensaver was a picture of her and her family. That waiter must have a really good eye for detail, huh? Ella was throwing a small housewarming party with her closest friends. Everything was great until her cat started hissing at the corner of the room. She thought it was nothing, but got completely spooked when she realized that something was really off. Take a look at the image and find out what's putting Ella's life in danger before it's too late. Apparently, some weirdo had crashed her party and was hiding behind the curtains. If you look closely, you'll see there are hands gripping at the edge of the curtains. Unless someone is playing hide and seek, this person is likely to be a robber. Amy was on her first Girl Scout trip. She needed to look for drinkable water near where the group set camp. She went alone to find it, but when she got a hold of herself, she was in trouble. She was standing in the middle of a fragile wooden bridge. Inside the lake water underneath the bridge, there were dangerous crocodiles swimming. To her left, there was a pretty big snake. And to her right, there was a mountain cat. What do you think is Amy's best choice to get out of there alive? One of her best options would be to throw her heavy boots in the snake's direction in order to spook it away. This way, she would clear a quick path to get back to land and find a way back to her camp. Leela got an invitation to join a pop-up riddle show. All she had to do was answer one tricky question to win $1,000. She was excited to win some easy bucks, but when the host asked her the question, she froze. He asked her how many numbers were on a clock. Could you help her figure it out? The answer seemed obvious. 12, right? But nope, it's more complicated than that. The real answer is 15. Here's the trick. Numbers like 10, 11, and 12 are made up of smaller digits. If you count clockwise, you actually have these digits: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 2. Add them all up, and you've got 15. At Middle Summer High School, the teachers decided to play a prank on their students to make the holiday season more cheerful. The principal announced that there was a robber on the loose and he was dressed as Santa. He was robbing laptops inside the school property. At the end of the school day, students had photographed 5 different people dressed up as Santa around school. Take a look at the photographs. Can you figure out who the fake thief is? The thief is the second Santa on the left. Look at his belly's shape. It looks too rectangular to be real. He must be hiding a laptop somewhere. During the office's end-of-the-year party, Heather and Tim kissed under the mistletoe, and it became the talk of the company. The next month, everybody was still talking about it near the coffee machine. Take a look at the image and try to guess which 2 people kissed under the mistletoe. I bet those eagle eyes spotted that 2 of them were wearing a similar pendant. On the left, you can see Tim, the guy with half a heart-shaped necklace. And then on the right, Heather is the girl wearing a bracelet with the same pendant.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.